Hello there, how are you doing? I am Marcel and this is LiveProg and it is Tuesday, so you guessed it right, it is 2 Minute Tuesday. We're gonna start in right away. I'm gonna put 2 minutes on the clock. And there we go. So, I'm Sprigganized. Yeah, you know the song Ghost, I'm Satanized? There was someone who kind of changed the lyrics to that song and turned it into Sprigganized. Sprigganized. Have you ever heard of them? The chances are you might not be familiar with them. I'll be honest with you, I think 6 months ago I had no idea who Sprigganized were. Now I have a t-shirt. And I have an album. This is their latest album, Isambard, the Mechanical Dragon. And as you can see, signed by the entire band. How? Well, it went a little bit strange. I got in touch with Ghost of the Machine. I got friends with Charlie Brammold. I picked up that Charlie Brammold had a nemesis, which was a man called Bas Cilia. I had no idea who that was, so I checked it out. I was curious, what is this all about? It was a kind of a feud between the two bands, Sprigganized and Ghost of the Machine, and it was all about dancing at prog concerts. Now, of course, it was all fun and games, and it all led up to a big event, a double headline show between Ghost of the Machine and Sprigganized, and that was kind of the idea of they're gonna settle the score. So that whole thing led me to this band, and I started listening to them, and they are officially like pagan folk bands, but they are kind of making their way into the prog world, because there are a lot of prog people that will definitely enjoy this music, because especially, I'm not familiar with their previous work, but especially this album has a lot of proggy elements in them, and that makes it such a great album. And I can already tell you, I'm not gonna make it within 2 minutes. I mean, in the previous ones I did a song, but now I'm doing a full album and a band. Kind of introducing to you, and my time is officially up now, so we're going a little bit in overtime. I'll stop the clock. I hope you don't mind that I finish the story, because I think this is a band that is worth being discovered by you if you're not familiar with them. And I mean, my Red Jasper, that was pretty much all the folk, prog folk, how do you say it, that I knew. So I never considered myself someone that enjoyed folk music. I don't listen to that a lot. I do love Red Jasper, and I started to listen to their music, which is fortunately on streaming, so that is a good thing. And I really found that I enjoyed this album, because like I said, it has a lot of proggy elements in it, because the songs are well crafted and have, it's not just folk you hear, it is definitely progressive rock that they put into this album. And I don't know if they did that on purpose, that they kind of wanted to move in that direction, or that it just naturally evolved in that way. But in the UK, this band is definitely picked up by a lot of people that enjoy progressive rock. So I see no reason why a lot of more people should enjoy the beautiful music of Sprigganized. A little bit about the band themselves. The band was formed by, Bas Cilia with his wife Maxine. Bas is the bass player of the band. He also does some vocals. Maxine does pretty much whatever is necessary. She plays guitar, she plays pipes, whistles, saxophone. I think also maybe even a little bit keyboard. A lot, so everything. Then they have also Neil Whiten. He is the guitar player in the band. On this album, it is Colin Garrett playing the drums, but he left the band, and at this moment they have an amazing drummer, Ali Suedan. Well, I haven't seen or heard him live, but from what I see on social media, he looks to me like an awesome drummer, and he is a real good fit with the band. And then we have a remarkable figure. When you see her, you'll notice her, and she's kind of, I would say, that is something I would definitely connect with pagan folk music and that kind of things. The lead vocalist, Faye Brotherhood, but she has an amazing voice. That is one of the great things on this album. So altogether, they have a lot of ingredients that make this a great album. This is, as I understood, their third studio album. They started out in 2015 with Myth and Legends. In 2017, they released The Portal. Then a couple of years nothing until 2021 they released a live album, and in 2022 they released Isambard the Mechanical Dragon, a steampunk dragon, as you can see. I saw the shirt, I loved it, and I figured, you know, if I'm gonna go and get this album, I want to have a t-shirt as well, and I'm really happy with it because it is awesome and it's great music. I'm really enjoying this album. Yeah, it's really an interesting way to discover music. I mean, the way how I found them is I think it's kind of funny, and I'm glad I did. And the nice thing is, although this album is out for, well, a couple of years already, I think there are a lot of people that still will discover this band, but at the same time we have something to look forward to, because the band is working on a new album that will be released, at least that's the goal, in November. I'm really looking forward to it, how it sounds, how everything that happened in this year affected the band, because the band did a lot of festivals together with other prog bands. So I don't know, maybe we will hear more progressive rock elements in their music, but I definitely do hope that they will hang on to their folk elements, because like I said, with Red Jasper, I really like that link between modern prog and these folk elements, and I like that with them as well. So I might venture into more of these folk bands. I mentioned the singer, lead singer Faye Brotherhood, but I was listening to this album, and at a certain point I came to the fourth track, Last Drop of Blood, and I was like, hey, there's something different here. There's a different voice. It turns out that is a song where Bas Cilia does the lead. And it is a song, it is close to his home, about his heritage being Maltese, and yeah, maybe that's the reason why he sung it, because it's close to him. But it gives a different effect when you have this female voice and then all of a sudden you have this male voice coming in when you don't really expect it. And that's a nice thing about it. It offers some surprises. Definitely a very interesting band. And if you're wondering, maybe Sprigganized, what's the deal with that name? Well, Spriggan is some sort of a ugly creature from the fairy folklore in the area where the band hails from. And it turns out they spread a sort of enchanted mist that should be avoided at all costs. Well, don't avoid the band Sprigganized. Don't avoid them. No, look them up. Listen to their music. Their music is available on Bandcamp. And maybe this is a new discovery for you. It was a new discovery for me. I'm happy that I discovered this band. I'm looking forward to November to hear their new album, to hear more music of them. And hopefully it will be nice if we can get them across the pond to our side and have them do some live shows. I know it's a real challenge for bands to come out in the UK and do shows in mainland Europe, but well, we can always hope, right? So Sprigganized, Isambard the Mechanical Dragon, that's what I wanted to share with you in this, well, not really 2-minute Tuesday, but I hope you can forgive me and I hope you will enjoy this music. Let me know in the comments if you are familiar with the band and what do you think of it. Alright, thanks for watching, see you next week.